Dear Diary, my boyfriend and I have been together for about 6 months now. This is my first ever relationship, even at 23, and yes, I'm still a virgin. I've always been incredibly picky and careful about who I let into my heart. When we first got together, he opened up to me about his past. He told me about his struggles with drugs, how he went through psychosis because of them, and how he hated his life so much that he reached out for help and forced himself into rehab. He told me he had been clean since March. I admired his strength, or what I thought was strength. Recently, I found out he had relapsed back onto cocaine, and I didn't even know. He'd disappear for days at a time, going on benders, and I'd be left in the dark, crying, stressed, and worried sick. When he finally came back, he'd apologize, saying he just needed a break. Eventually, I found out the truth. I told him, if you do this again, I'm done. He swore to me he wouldn't. He was obsessed with me, deeply in love, or so I thought. I've never had someone show me so much love, or rather, what I thought was love. If a man so much as spoke to me, he'd panic, hyperventilate, and even show up at my work to check on me. And I gave him everything. I was good to him. I bought him gifts, thousands of dollars worth. Yeezys, Nike Metcons, skincare, clothes, perfumes, snacks, drinks, you name it, I bought it. I cooked for him to save him money on takeout. I listened to him, supported him through his struggles, and vowed to help him through his addiction. I cut off male friends, deleted socials that made him uneasy, did anything to make him feel secure. And truthfully, I'm way out of his league. Even his friends couldn't believe someone like me would be with someone like him. But I didn't care. I loved him. And then, the cheating began to surface. This past week, he went missing again, gone for 3 or 4 days. But this time, I had a gut feeling. Something was different. We were in the car about to grab food when his phone connected to the Bluetooth. And then I heard it. I've got the birth control. Are we still on for Sunday? My heart dropped. When he got back in the car, I asked, who the hell was that? He stammered, oh, it's just a customer. She's 40, obsessed with me. Don't worry about her. I told him, call her. Let me talk to her. And I did. I said, hi, this is his girlfriend. I'm not mad at you. You don't owe me anything. But I need to know. Have you been seeing my boyfriend? She answered, yes. We've been talking for a week. I saw him Tuesday. I gave him a blowjob. We hooked up. He told me he was single and even showed me pictures of you, saying you were his ex. We were planning to get a hotel for New Year's. I was shattered. The man I thought I loved, the man I gave everything to, was a lie. I ended it then and there. I told him, take me back to my car. He was running on no sleep, coming off a 2-day bender. He started crying, sobbing, saying he couldn't lose me, that I was the only good thing in his life, that his friends and family were grateful I was in his life. The excuses started. It's the drugs, he said. They mess with my head. I wasn't myself. He showed me proof he had booked himself into rehab on the very day he cheated. He claimed he had cried to his mom about it afterward. I felt nothing. I called his friend to pick up his car. I made him sit in the passenger seat while I drove him home, worried he'd kill himself if he drove. I even packed up the gifts I had just bought him that same day, the $1,300 gift, and handed them to him. He begged me to stay, cried on his front porch, but I told him I'd see him tomorrow. When I got home, I called the girl again. She told me he had called her on a private number, yelling, "Why didn't you lie? She's my missus. But I wanted you to be my mistress." Mistress. I met him the next day, and this time I went through his phone. I found messages with his ex. They had been talking and hooking up the entire time we were together. On the day I was in the hospital, he took her out, bought me flowers, and told her they were for his mom. He admitted it was the worst thing he'd ever done. And then, the crying, the pleading, swearing on every grave he could think of that he'd never hurt me again. He told me I was so out of his league that he never believed I was serious about him. He thought, she's going to cheat on me, so why should I give her my all? We took time apart. I thought long and hard. Was it the drugs? Was I going to regret giving him another chance? He promised me it wouldn't happen again. He gave me his location on every app, his logins, and told me to call him anytime to screen share his phone. And then, the very next day, he messaged me, "I can't do us anymore." I didn't leave him after he cheated. But now, he wanted to leave me because of his guilt. I'm angry, diary. I don't understand why I care for him so much. He's hurt me in ways I didn't think were possible. He's missing right now, and I'm worried sick. But I hate him. I hate what he's done to me. But I can't stop caring about him. Until tomorrow. Diary sealed.
Dear diary,